Anyone who does wrong, Paul says in Colossians 3, will be repaid for his wrong, and there is no favoritism. And this judgment, by the way, in verse 12 through 16 is now reasonable. So we're told by Paul that this judgment is going to even make sense. It's going to be something that is reasonable, it's fair, it's just. Of course, his judgment always is. And by the way, before we talk about this for a moment, I just want to say that that's a fearsome thing and a comforting thing. It's fearsome because God will judge us fairly, not based on our own bias for ourselves or the bias of our friends or our family, but we will be based on truth. And that's a fearsome thing because we want to make sure that we're evaluating ourselves rightly and not with rose-colored glasses. And secondly, it's a comfort because this means that God is going to correct everything that's not corrected in this life will be corrected in the life to come. And the things that have been so damaging and so hard and so wicked and ungodly that have not been repented of, God will take care of in the lives of other people. He will ferret it out. I don't have the answer on all these things. You know, I have people come and ask me, well, this person has done this and that and the other thing. Will they be in the kingdom of heaven? These are people that confess Jesus Christ as Lord. These are people that go to church. These are people that love the Lord. And yet they've got some things that they've done that are really bad. And they've never been willing to make right. Is that person going to be in the kingdom of heaven? I believe that person will be in the kingdom of heaven because it's by faith alone. But I think they're going to suffer loss of reward because of the damage they've done. What about the person that never responds and yet claims Christ, but their life is just completely saturated with sin? Well, the Bible says that somebody like that never knew Christ in the first place. So there are some things that we can look at, but there are going to be nuances that some of us, am I the only one where I don't know? It's a head scratcher whether that person is in the kingdom of heaven. One thing I want to tell you as your pastor, I don't want to be scratching my head at your funeral. I don't want to be wondering. I want to be saying, that person is in the kingdom of heaven. Is there any doubt among us? No, because they're so in love with Christ. Were they sinless? Absolutely not. There is no such thing as a sinless human being. But a sanctified man or woman there is. And is there a blameless man or woman who's made things right to the best of their ability? Absolutely. We're called to be blameless. Are we washed in the blood of the Lamb? Yes. Does the fruit of our life express that? By God's grace, I hope it does. But I want to, if I'm live long enough, maybe you're going to be doing my funeral. But if I live long enough and I'm there at your funeral, that's what I want to be saying. I don't want there to be any confusion. I want everyone to know, not just at your funeral, but in the life that you live before God.